So you want to do the introduction, Lucy?
He always puts me on the spot. I do a little bit of the introduction. I don't have the words. I don't talk like you guys, but anyway, you know what? This beautiful person, I got introduced when she first started the business. I believe it was Olivia put me on the three-way call. I don't even remember, but I got introduced to her and she wanted this. She wanted to go for it. She wanted to do this. She wanted to do the business. And then I remember this, that Olivia said, well, you know, her sister is a influencer. And I look at the pictures and I'm go, oh my God, you guys can do this with your eyes closed. I got very excited. And then when I called Dominique to congratulate her on the Green Diamond, she reminded me of something back when she was going to turn executive, but maybe as part of what she's going to say, so I'm not going to spoil it. So beautiful, Dominique, congratulations. And I don't know, maybe Olivia and Brandon wants to introduce her because they know her better than myself. Go ahead, open your microphones. Don't be
Go ahead, Brandon.
Olivia or Brandon, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, like Lucy said, I remember the very first day I met Dominique. We're on the phone and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember calling Lucy saying, I found my superstar, the superstar, you know, because she kept saying, find a superstar. That's what you got to do. So I was extremely excited. And, you know, I was really proud to introduce Dominique to Lucy because Lucy, I know you're like, I can't know, you talk very well. You're an amazing leader. And so I remember that day, I was so proud to be like, when she said, go find one, when you find someone and you bring it to your upline, you're like, I did it. I did what you asked me to do, you know? So super proud, you know, it's been amazing to watch, you know, watch you grow, watch her evolve and have so many different experiences through this journey. So Brandon, feel free to, you know, also tap into that. Yeah, I did. I was like, put her on. She likes that apathy.
Yeah, I would just say it's been a journey, and what I love about Dominique and Deanna is like it's not just a journey of building a business, but personal development, organization development, finding their own voice, finding their own way to see it, being able to pour into people. One thing that I've always noticed about Dominique is that she's so organized. Like I remember we did a thing where it was like me and Olivia are just like, all right, what's the goal? We're about to do everything we possibly can and something's gonna work. I remember we said, hey, Dominique, Deanna, can you do a presentation? When we do presentations, we turn the camera on and we just talk straight from there, just like this. They came with slides. I was like, oh, this is different. Like, oh yeah, they're about to go the whole way, because if we had that part down, this would be a Royal Crown organization for sure. So it's beautiful to see the things that they were already good at. Like Dominique was already really good at the organization. She already really cared about people, has a passion. And just to see her go from, I keep saying group momentum because, you know, I remember her and Olivia working really hard to work through the personal development part of developing personal momentum, which is hard. It's hard for anybody. If you stop right now, if we stop right now as Crowns, I speak that Royal Crown, but we stop right now as Crowns, it's hard to start talking to people again every time you stop. So building personal momentum is like Mr. Mays said, is like that first $1,000 is a big deal. But I remember she did it to consultant, did it to director, did it to executive, and then eventually did it to diamond. And then, but going from diamond, personal momentum, because you can honestly can build a diamond and not necessarily have a group, but to go to green diamond, you have to have a group. That's what I'm so proud of. Like, you actually developed somebody. I know it probably feels better to see Miss Jackie hit diamond than it even does for her to hit green diamond. I know that's what she cares about, and like that's just what I'm proud of. Because if you can do it once, you can do it over and over and over. It's magic. So now that it's been done, you broke the 4-minute mile. I already know it's just about to be straight to the crowns, Royal Crowns, and so forth.
Wow, thank you all so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Everybody, one, Happy New Year. Thank you so much for taking the time to join all of us here today and to listen to my story. This has been a crazy ride. I can't even believe I'm here right now, but I know that there's so much to come with this year and just, you know, the years to come. But those of you who don't, you know me or my background, when I came into Purium, I had no idea what I was doing. Like, came in basically during the thick of the pandemic. I was actually working at a restaurant. The restaurant's closed. Like, I don't have any network marketing experience. I didn't even know what network marketing was, to be honest. No coaching experience, none of that. And was working at a restaurant and was like really just praying for something I could do that gave me purpose, that actually excited me to wake up in the morning to do, because I was just working and slaving pretty much in that restaurant every single day, just tired. And it's, if any of you have ever worked at a restaurant, it is really draining on you, like physically, emotionally, mentally. And I was just doing what I could to really make, you know, ends meet here. And when the pandemic hit, it was like, okay, well, what am I going to do? The restaurants are closed. And my sister, Brandon had already introduced her to Purium. I had already started with the Apothecary and loved it. And she was like, well, you know, you might as well get a code, because Purium started this, you know, complimentary package. You can get your own gift card code with your superfoods. So I was like, oh yeah, I want to try more. But my sister had always been the influencer. She has a really big following on Instagram, and brands would always reach out to her. And she was like, you can get your own code and you can share. And I was like, oh, wow, like this is fun. Like I can actually give people money off and share with them what I'm already doing. And so literally I had no idea what I was doing. Olivia literally held my hand every step of the way. Like, I didn't know anything about the ranks. She would just be like, you just need this, put me on the phone with this person. Who do you know? And I was like, okay. And then literally just next thing I knew, it was like Fast Start Executive. And it was so fun. And I was like, wow. And then it really dawned on me, like the power of this business and how we can really impact people's lives by coming together as a community. So one thing Brandon always mentioned and everybody talks about with this business is that it is personal development. You know, it's not even really about like the ranks. It's really about who you want to become and the leader that you want to become and how you want to show up in your community. And I had to really get clear on that and really kind of work through a lot of that before I kind of transitioned and achieved Diamond. And when I achieved Diamond this past June, it was so fun. And I was like, oh my God, this is what, you know, it feels like to have like an organization and like help other leaders achieve their goals. But I didn't really have like that solid foundation or that structure. My team just pretty much didn't last. And Brandon always says, you know, when you move through the ranks, you're going to have a completely new team. The team that got you to Diamond is going to be a different team that gets you to Green Diamond. And I remember, I think it was like August. I was just actually telling Miss Jackie about this. August came and it was probably like one of the slowest months of my business. Like I didn't really have like much going on. I had people that were doing their transformation, but like nobody was really building. It wasn't really much like moving. And that was, you know, eye-opening to me from June and July being, you know, a diamond month for me. So I just really had to get clear on like what I wanted and who I wanted to impact, the leader that I wanted to become, and like actually show up as her every day. And honestly, like when your business seems like it's crickets is really where things are happening in the background that you need to prepare yourself for, because it's just going to happen out of nowhere. And literally that's exactly what happened. Miss Jackie, she started her transformation in August, and September, I think it was like mid to end of September, it was like, hey, I want a gift card code. I want to help my family get healthy. And I was like, let's do it. And honestly, I feel like I blinked and she was like Fast Start Diamond, like out of nowhere. And like her whole family has come on and not only just gotten healthy, but now they're brand partners. A lot of them are here on the call, Annette and Alicia and everybody. And it just kind of exploded. But like, I didn't stay consistent that time, you know, through August and July, I really get clear on what I wanted. I wouldn't have really been able to attract her and her family, or really even been able to serve them the best way that I could. And so that happened. And honestly, like I think the difference really from moving from diamond to green diamond, just, you know, definitely what Brandon was saying is like, you truly have to really support your team and honestly step into leadership in a different level. Like I had to take personal responsibility for my team and kind of find my own voice as a leader and just be there for them. And now I like, you know, just following so many of the promotions that Purium gave us in December was huge, and being able to duplicate that with my team and showing them why this is important and what's needed to help them be successful. And not just for, you know, the ranks of director and executive and all of that, but really just to serve their community. Because like Michael said, at the end of the day, if people aren't eating these foods, then how are we really impacting anyone's life, you know? So at the end of the day, it always starts with the nutrition and with getting healthy, and everything else kind of fell into place from that. So it's crazy because I feel like I went from like this, like kind of like lack mindset. Cause I remember when Brandon was like, you know, you're going to need a new team to get to diamond. I just remember thinking like, where are these people going to come from? I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, what do I need to do? Like, how do I find them? And honestly, like, I was already doing the right things. And I know that God was already preparing them to come into my life, like Miss Jackie and Annette and Christy and everybody that's on the call. And it's just beautiful to watch now and look back and see, because definitely hindsight, you know, you can see how everything was happening, but in the moment it just can feel so like, I don't know what's going on, but that's the time to really be excited about it and to just be patient, because the time is definitely coming. So yeah, it's been a wild ride so far. I'm excited for 2022. It's crazy. Today's the first day of the year, and I'm speaking all of this. I can't imagine where I'll be this time next year. So thank you all so much.
Wow, that's just beautiful, Dominic. Congratulations. And you made Green Diamond on your birthday week.
Yes. Yeah. I just turned 29 on Monday. And then, yeah,
Oh my God, congratulations.
thank you.
Congratulations. There's many things that Dominic said and many things that Olivia said, but I always recommend everybody, find your superstar. It doesn't have to be somebody that you brought into the business. Somebody in your organization is going to be your superstar. And take that person, if they're coachable and they're hungry, take them to the top. Train them from the very beginning, even though later on they're going to say, they don't even call you. It's okay. It's okay, because that's what you want. Okay, that's what you want. Sometimes I feel a little bit because they don't call me, but and then I think back and then I said, no, it's okay. They're on their own. They're okay. But find your superstar. Just like Olivia listened, and he didn't say, why should I find my superstar? No, she just did it. And Dominic did the same thing in a way. She found the superstars. Maybe it was one, maybe it's two, maybe it's three. I said, find one. And then that one is going to go, and then you find another one, and then you find another one. Okay, like I'm starting my business from scratch. So I'm looking for my superstar. Okay. And along with that, I know I have another superstars in my team, but I'm not going to forget about them either. So I'm going to bring them with me. Okay. So anyway, anything else you guys want to share? Olivia, Brendan, any other comments?
I do. I just want to say, I just remember when we start doing like, we linked back somewhere after we hit Crown and we started doing calls, and Dominique didn't really do any presenting. And so that was hard. And now you're presenting as a Green Diamond. Like that's pretty dope. To start the year, literally the first day of the year, from no presentations to barely do this, no lives, no nothing, to starting the brand new year presenting as a Green Diamond. It's not that many people can do it. I think we're gonna Green Diamond call. It's like 40, 50 people, something like that. So this is a huge accomplishment. I look forward to seeing, what comes next.
Well, I was taking notes upstairs when Dominique was chatting. And, Dominique, it's, as I looked at you and you just have such a beautiful, loving nature about you, and I mean, and that's probably so much reason for your success as well. And and I would recommend that if everyone would re-listen to what Dominique said, because she said so many of the principles of what we need to do from a real personal point of view of how she experienced them. And that was a great training. Dominique, that was primo, total primo, young lady. And, stay into your leadership, take personal responsibility, serve the community. That's the end of the day. Are you serving the community? Are you eating the foods? I had a lack mindset, and then this one, I mean, whatever your spiritual belief is, she said, God was preparing me for the people to come into her life. So if you believe whatever your spiritual belief is, ask that God, that energy to work with you and for you, and let it be the bliss of your life. Because all the human beings out there, we all want to eat. We all want to pay the bills in an easy way. And be patient. So Dominique, I got a lot out of that talk, girl. And I'm going to re-listen to it and make notes again. But that was a training in itself. So thank you so much, Dominique.
Thank you all so much. And I do want to add one thing, because Lucy, you kind of mentioned it when you when you introduced me, but I remember when I was at director and I still had time to hit executive. And I remember talking to Olivia, like, what do I need to do to get there? Because the 2,500 in volume to get to the 6,000 for executive can kind of seem, overwhelming at first when you're new and you don't know what you're doing. And she put me on the phone with Lucy, and Lucy just gave me like the game plan. And I remember thinking, like, I don't even know like how this is going to come, like all this volume, because at the time I didn't really have very many brand partners. I was kind of doing it mostly by myself, and literally, like, I just trusted, and I was like, well, I'll do what she tells me to do, and we'll see if I get there. And I remember, like, literally that last week of the month, I don't know what happens, but every month it's always the last week of the month when I rank advances happened with me for diamond, and then when I hit executive, and it just manifested and it all came to fruition. And I just am so grateful to all of you, my sister, Olivia, Brandon, Michael, Lucy, everybody on this call, because I would have never known anything about this or even been, where I am. So thank you so much.
Well, congratulations. You deserve you did it, girl. You're just beginning to, these skills that in the way you just shared that whole story, you're an inspiration and a blessing in everyone's life. So that's the joy of this. So on that note, everybody,
Let me
we're
stop.
Huh?
I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, stop.